Hi friends, today we will speak about verbs, finites and non-finites. Verbs are of two types, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. I will write here few sentences so that you will understand what are finites and what are non-finites. I play. She plays. We play. They play. I have written here few sentences. I play. She plays. We play. They play. So look at these sentences carefully. If the subject is I, we have to make use of play, and if the subject is she, we are making use of plays, right? The tense is same. In all these sentences, the tense is simple present tense, but we are using different form for the subject she. If the subject is he, she, it, or singular noun, we are making use of yes form of the verb. Now I will write here few more sentences. I am a student. He is a good boy. You are a doctor. So I will write one more sentence. They are good friends. So look at all these sentences. In the first sentence, the subject is I and the verb here used is am. Okay. In the second sentence, the subject is he, the verb is. In the third sentence, the subject is you and we are making use of are. And in the fourth sentence, the subject is they and we are making use of are. So all these sentences are in simple present tense and we are making use of different forms of be. Am, is, are. These are the different forms of be. So if you are changing the subject, you are using different forms of the verbs. So these verbs are finite verbs. These verbs are finite verbs. I will write few more sentences. See here we are changing the subject. Here we are changing the person of the subject. In place of I, we are taking a third person. That's why we have to make a different form of the verb. So here we are changing number and persons. Here also we are changing the number. In place of I, here I is singular, okay, and he is also singular, but you and they, these are plural. Here we are changing the number as well as person, first person, second person, third person. So when you change the number or when you change the person, we have to make use of different forms of the verbs. I will write here few more sentences so that you will understand better. See, I play. If you change the tense in place of this simple present tense, if you make use of simple past tense, look how the sentence it will be. I played. So I played. So here you are changing the tense. If you are changing the tense, then the form of the verb changes. So if you change the person, you have to change the form of the verb. If you change the number also, if you change the number here, if you are changing the number, singular, I is singular and you is plural, you, they are plural. So if you change the number, or if you change the person, or if you change the tense, and if you change all these things, and if you have to make use of different form of the verb, then that verb is finite verb. That verb is finite verb. So play, in all these sentences, in all these sentences, play, plays, or here play. So these are finite verbs. And here am, is, are, these are also finite verbs. Here played, these are also finite verbs. So finite verbs have subject and their form changes if you change the number of the subject, or the person of the subject, or if you change the tense, then the form of the verb changes. Then that verb is finite verb. In short, finite verbs have subject and their form changes if you change the number person of the subject. That is finite verb. So I think you have understood what is a finite verb. Very easy. The idea to find out a finite verb from a sentence is very easy. See, the verb which comes after the subject, immediately after the subject, is finite verb. The verb which comes immediately after the subject is finite verb. Okay, so finite verbs have subject and their form changes when you change the number, person, or tense, right? So I think you have understood what is a finite verb. Now we will speak about non-finite verbs. All these are finite verbs. Okay, the sentences which we studied just now, in all these sentences the verbs are finite verbs. Now we will speak about non-finite verbs or non-finites. Non-finite verbs, in short, non-finites. I will write here some sentences so that you will understand better. See, non-finites. Now we will speak about non-finites. These non-finite verbs, they don't have subject, and their form does not change even if you change the number of the subject or the person of the subject, or if you change the tense, then also their form does not change. They are non-finites. See, these non-finites, they are of four types. There are four types of non-finite verbs. I will write here these four types and I will explain. The first type is infinitive. The first one is infinitive. Infinitive is one subtype of non-finites. So in infinitive there are two types: infinitive with to or without to. I will write here some sentences. I can sing a song. I can sing a song. So in this sentence, this sing, it is infinitive. It is infinitive. See, in place of I, if you take another subject, he can sing a song. He can sing a song. So this form of the verb, it does not change. Okay, I can sing a song, he can sing a song. So in place of I is first person, he is third person. We have changed the person. Now we will change the number. In place of I, we will take we. We can sing a song. So there is no difference in sing. Is there any difference? No difference in sing. Now we will change the tense. Okay, we could sing a song. We could sing a song. Here also there is no difference in the form of sing. That's why sing is non-finite. Sing is a non-finite verb and its subtype is infinitive. Okay, so sing is infinitive. In all these sentences, can is finite verb. Can is finite verb. And sing, can or could, they are finite verbs. And sing it is a non-finite verb and its subtype is infinitive. Infinitive without to. So in all these sentences, sing is infinitive without to. Now we will speak about infinitive with to. There are some infinitives in which to comes first. So infinitive with to. I will write here some sentences so that you will understand. I want to play cricket. I want to play cricket. So in this sentence, to play, it is infinitive with to or infinitive. You can say infinitive also. So infinitive with to, or you can simply say infinitive. So I want to play. So you change the subject. In place of I, you take we. We, it is plural. We want to play. We want to play cricket. So there is no change in the form of to play. That's why to play, it is infinitive. It is infinitive. Now we will change the subject. In place of we take he. He wants to play. He wants to play cricket. So there is no change in to play. That's why it is non-finite verb and subtype is infinitive. Infinitive with to. But look at this sentence. There is change in want, wants. So want, wants, they are finite verbs. They are finite verbs. And to play, it is non-finite and the subtype is infinitive. Subtype is infinitive. Now we'll change the tense. He wanted to play. He wanted to play cricket. So look at this sentence. We changed the tense. Still the form to play, it is same. There is no change in to play. So to play, it is infinitive. Infinitive with to. So want, wants, wanted. All these are finite verbs. And what about to play? To play is non-finite verb and in the subtype is infinitive. Subtype is infinitive. I think you have understood what is an infinitive. So infinitive, it can be infinitive without to or with to. Okay, or play, simply you can say infinitive. Simply you can say infinitive. It is very important part of grammar. It is part of 10th syllabus also as well as 12th syllabus also. So I think you have understood what is an infinitive. That is the first subtype of non-finite verbs. Now we will speak about another subtype. The second subtype of non-finites. The second one we will speak about, that is present participle. Present participle. What is present participle? Present participle, it is the ing form of the verb. It is the ing form of the verb. I am going to school. I am going to school. So in this sentence, going, it is the present participle. We are going to school. So look at this word carefully, going. It is the ing form of the verb. Okay, you are changing the subject. In place of singular subject, you are taking plural, and there is no change in this form. Okay, no change in this form. They are going to school. No change in this form. We are changing the tense. I was going to school. So there is no change in the form of going. So this going is present participle. Going is present participle. Am, are, okay, was. These are finite verbs. These are finite verbs. And what about going? Going, it is non-finite verb, and in non-finite the subtype is present participle. Present participle. What is present participle? Present participle, it is the ing form of the verb. Okay, I think you have understood what is a present participle. We make use of a present participle for preparing continuous tenses. Okay, continuous tenses. The main function of present participle is to form continuous tenses. Okay, now we will speak about the third subtype of non-finite verb, that is gerund. Gerund or verbal noun. Gerund or verbal noun. The third subtype of non-finite verb is gerund. What is it? Gerund. Another name of gerund is verbal noun. Gerund or verbal noun. When ing form of the verb functions as noun, then that is known as gerund. Ing form of the verb which functions as noun is known as gerund or verbal noun. I will write here some sentences so that we will understand. Reading is my hobby. Reading is my hobby. So in this sentence, reading, it is the ing form of the verb and which is used as noun. In this sentence, it is not verb. It is noun. Swimming is good exercise. Swimming is or you can say swimming is good for our health. Good for our health. Swimming is good for our health. So in this sentence, swimming, it is a gerund. It is a gerund or it is a verbal noun. So I think you have understood what is a gerund or what is a verbal noun. Reading is my hobby. Swimming is good for health. So we have taken two examples of gerund or verbal noun. Now we will speak about gerund in detail in the coming videos. We will speak about all these subtypes in detail. We will speak about infinitives, then we will speak about present participle, we will speak about gerund, and we will speak about the fourth type, that is past participle, in detail in the coming few videos. So these are two examples of gerund or verbal noun. Now we will speak about the fourth subtype, that is the fourth subtype of non-finite verb, that is past participle. Past participle. So what is participle? Past participle, it is the V3 form of the verb. Past participle, it is the V3 form of the verb, and we make use of past participle in perfect tenses. Okay, we make use of past participle in perfect tenses. I have watched a movie. So in this sentence, watched, it is the past participle. I have watched a movie. They have gone to Mumbai. So in this sentence, gone, it is the V3 form of the verb. Go, went, gone. Another name, it is past participle. Past participle. You have watered. You have watered the plant. You have watered the plant. So water, watered, watered. You have watered the plant. So it is past participle. I will write one more sentence. He has come from school. So in this sentence, come, it is the past participle form of come. Come, came, come. So he has come from school. So today we have spoken about two types of verbs. The first one is finite verbs and the second one is non-finite verbs. In short, finites and non-finites. What are finite verbs? Finite verbs are those verbs of which a form changes when you change the number, person of the subject, or when you change the tense. The form of the verb changes. In short, finite verbs have subjects, and the idea to find out finite verb is very easy. The verb which comes next immediately after the subject. The verb which comes immediately after the subject is a finite verb. And what about non-finite verbs? Non-finite verbs are those verbs of which form does not change even if you change the number of the subject or person of the subject, or even if you change the tense of the verb, then also the form of the verb does not change. Those verb forms are non-finite verbs or non-finites. There are four subtypes of non-finites. The first one is infinitive. In infinitive there are two types, no? Infinitive with to or without to, that we studied. Okay, that we studied. And then the second one is present participle. What is present participle? Present participle, it is the ing form of the verb. Present participle, it is the ing form of the verb which is used in continuous tenses. And the third one is Jiren. Jiren. Another name of Jiren is verbal noun. And the fourth one is past participle. The past participle, that is the V3 form of the verb which we make use in perfect tenses. So I think you have well understood two types of verbs, finites and non-finites. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I request all of you to subscribe to my channel English Grammar by Sachin Deshmukh for various videos on grammar. Please share this video and other videos with your friends for more knowledge about grammar. Thanks a lot.